ne say tap send see for sad way Emma one customers nititu any one wo UK say obetimi a create wo tap send wallet no wo app no eso say ekoba ne say tap rate no ekostra obetimi a service ka akodu impempenso bi te say 50,000 Ghana cedis ane 50,000 Ghana cedis na afei wo yin kakra say oba on my Ghana mu a obetimi a service ka wo tap send wallet no so abra unya ohaw bia na tie tap send atre wo mahyimu akodru UAE Netherlands and Austria tap send na easy fast and secure tap send papa no
everybody check now check it that beat is real don't will make it kill ya get your green salad glucometer and check it sugar level check it green salad glucometer check it push sugar level for check it reselect glucometer. Everybody check now.
This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
We are back from the weekend break, and I know that aside the weekend break that we were not here, I think since Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we have not been very so that we come back to our usual duties, and that's exactly what we are here today. Shout outs to Jackie Boatin. She actually tested me on Insta and said, hey brother, what is happening? I'm not seeing Showbiz Daily. Is it me alone or I said it was a general issue. You are not the only one, Sister Jackie. It was a general issue, but we are back, and this week is going to be very smooth. So as we are seated, gentlemen are ready for us to look at some of the trending stories in our showbiz space. In your shot, Roland Amate is seated, Shagzy, Shatter Movement Empire, Roland Report on YouTube and on the .com. And I also have in the middle, like J Smart. He's the executive producer of Anidaso TV's entertainment program called Anijefie.
Executive producer.
Yes, he's executive producer.
Yeah. Okay.
So some 2 weeks ago, I was hosted on Anijefie, and Shatawale was asking me, why was the lady asking those questions? It's one of those people. And the tradition goes on, and that is how painful it is in this game. Well, Jesmad is also a talent manager, a promoter, an event person, and he joins us as one of my panelists today. And in team, Dodu Solomon, aka Chamo, is also here, and Chamo is our online manager, Flex Entertainment Limited, and in team Dosu Digital Solutions boss. His wedding is also getting closer. So, ladies and gentlemen, Chamo, should we form a GoFundMe or something? Should we start a GoFundMe account for the wedding now?
Not really, but people can.
Not really. Not really.
Yeah, not really.
But we can do the GoFund.
Oh,
not me.
Yes.
You can fund, but not me.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. But many of our followers don't know you are getting married.
Yeah. I think we have to tell them now.
Yeah.
Yes, it's true.
Next month, huh?
But, yeah, but it will depend on you. I think we have to see it on backstage. No. When I know, he knows what I'm. So don't say that I'm coming to my. You know, so don't go there.
Yes. I know why. You know, this morning I was even discussing with my wife. Say, really? Okay. Yeah, still working on it. No, don't shake it. Let's play the show.
You can negotiate that. I have other options, so just that I want to hear What you have to say. Then
other date options, you mean?
Yeah.
Good. That's good. Good. So we are ready. So probably next month or the next.
Yes, something like that. Like
good. Jama is booking Sammy flex then I do the booking. Oh my well. No, but you are ready physically and spiritually. Yeah. So in fact we are telling all our favorite people out there that our man Chemo is about to be off the market. So we are inviting you, if you are going to be in Ghana in the next couple of weeks or months, then you should know that you should prepare your bronyatare or the wedding attire for this one. It's going to be a big one. But if you also want to support in kind of cash, send it to me and just do the reference. Chemo or BBF. Tap send is still active. So if you want to send and you don't know how, use tap send. Download the app today. Use the promo code SammyFlex, and even you can do the wallet. Maybe the rate is good now and you want to wait till Chamo's date is out finally. You can do the wallet, exchange the money, put in the wallet, and when it's time, instant receiving. Then we receive it and we are good to go. So let me say thanks to you for always doing it for us. Tap send is holding us down. As much as you live abroad, if you want to send money, the most reliable, fastest, and the safest way of sending money from abroad to Ghana is tap send. And people in the UK, they are already enjoying the wallet. So put your money in the wallet. Even if you want to come to Ghana and you don't want to hold cash on you, put it in your wallet. Over 50,000 Ghana cedis can be contained in the wallet. Come and let's blow some cash kakrana. Why a juma bread? Then, but I be kakra. Then a mother. It be with the end. J Smart wants to be part of a certain topic that is really not part of my show today, but because he's here and he's here on an accident, so let me just give him the chance to clear it. Unfortunately, he's part of these people he wants to talk about too. I don't mean the alphabet people, the gospel folks. I mean, man, Rebecca said he's part of them. I mean the alphabet people. He's part of the gospel guys. That's what I mean, and you guys have to note this. So last Saturday on UTV, United Showbiz, gospel artist M.O.G, man of God, was trending, and he was trending because he was asked about LGBTQI. He was asked about that question, and I hear his response was not welcomed by some people. As a matter of fact, let me say, I have not watched the video. I've not seen it. I really don't know how it happened. So, Jay, you are interested in this. How did it happen? It's not part of my topics, but because it is something trending, why not? How did it happen?
Okay, so a very good afternoon to all our viewers.
Okay.
So this is what happened. Personally, I didn't watch the entire show that day.
Okay.
However, after the show, I realized M.O.G, like people were mentioning.
Oh, you also did not watch?
Yeah, so I wanted to find out exactly what the problem was. And so I realized a snippet of what I chanced on online suggested that. So M.O.G was on United Showbiz. And so they were discussing the popular LGBTQ plus bill where the president is finding it difficult to assent the bill.
Did he tell you he was finding it difficult?
Oh, clearly.
Obviously.
Clearly, you don't.
He says he's waiting for the Supreme Court to decide.
That's not finding it difficult.
So, you know,
it means he's finding it.
They say when the clouds are gathered in the sky, you don't need a magician to tell you whether it will rain.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And so, for where I sit, and then again, you see, when you pick the Bible as a musician, you stand for just one thing: propagating the gospel.
Okay.
And the stance of the Bible on LGBTQ plus is clear, simple, and one. And the word of God also let us understand that by their fruits you shall know them. M.O.G is one of, you see, this wouldn't be an issue at all if you have an individual like Joe Metal saying that. Do you know what I'm saying? It wouldn't be an issue. Because Joe Metal, usually, hardly will you see Joe Metal commenting on
about
issues. both on radio, TV, online, even things that are about him, the individual. Should you get Joe Metal on your screen and then you question him, he will not even mind you. He will not talk to it. But if you look at the trait, the line of M.O.G, he is that individual that anything, once you call him out, he will come after you. He will come and also speak his mind. And we can trace that to far back where M.O.G and MTN, he's had a banter with MTN. He actually called MTN out. M.O.G again called the new patriotic party, which is NPP, out some time back, also on Twitter.
Okay.
Right? And so M.O.G is very outspoken person. If you would want to pick these two issues, for instance, where he called out NPP and then he playing the fit to LGBTQ plus, and his reason, what he is saying is that he doesn't want to dent his brand as M.O.G.
So when he was called to speak on the LGBTQ plus, he said what?
He said he want to play the fit. As in
he played the fit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. He doesn't want to comment on it.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. And he said it is because he doesn't want to dent
his image, his brand as M.O.G.
And what are you people thinking?
Oh, sir. Like I said, M.O.G is a man of God. And as a musician, so apart from the business aspect of it, you stand for one thing. That is propagating the gospel, preaching the word of God. And we know the stand.
So you wanted him to condemn it?
I am not saying he should condemn it.
So what were you expecting to have said that he didn't say, that you think he has not done something right? What were you expecting from him?
So for me, if I were M.O.G, part of his team, the best thing I would, of course, answer to that. The best thing
you could have done was what?
Answer to that is already in the Bible.
So
why
what?
Don't you just quote
so
it?
To condemn it.
You see, if you are saying condemning
take a position, Keke. You are not taking a position.
No, because
you are not. I'm saying that. So you wanted him to condemn the act. That
I am not saying he should condemn the act.
So to encourage it.
So this is where he can.
No. You wanted him to encourage the act.
This is where he can.
Oh, Jay.
Somebody said fence. You don't understand. You are setting.
Jay, you wanted him to encourage the act.
What I am saying is that as a man of God, the stance of the Bible is very clear.
What is the stance of the Bible?
It is wrong. It is something the Bible doesn't.
So the Bible condemns it.
The Bible condemns it.
So you wanted M.O.G to also condemn it.
That shouldn't come from me.
Ah.
So that should come from M.O.G. If he's a part of it, he let the Ghanaians or his fan base, like the entire music fraternity, know that.
So so the Bible condemns it.
Bible condemns it. So just you should be able to speak for your people.
No, that is private. It is private.
Private how?
So
as it stands now, clearly you for not saying it alone, it's even louder.
That.
Oh, say.
No, that what you see, the guy's position he took.
Yeah.
Makes it difficult for all of us to say whether he's A or he's B.
No.
But to you,
it's rather simple as it stands now.
What makes it simple?
Oh, but if you are not for, then what are you?
No, he didn't say he was for it. He didn't say he was against it.
No. So with M.O.G, we know M.O.G to be a preacher of the gospel. He sings the gospel music.
Jay, do you know when you go for interviews?
Yeah.
You also have the power not to answer some questions.
That is why he agreed not to answer.
Yes.
Which is fair enough.
Because his answer will surely satisfy some people. And that is what he wanted to avoid.
And
if you ask me.
And we are saying that the typical M.O.G, that is not his brand. That is not him.
He knows what he was going to talk about. That is so sensitive.
But which one is more and what does the Bible say about it?
Oh, that's what the Bible says. Do you know what he also believes?
Then he should let then as it stands now. So if M.O.G is telling us that he want to remain silent on the LGBTQ plus discussions ongoing because it will dent his image, then he should tell us that he's no more propagating the gospel. so that we cause like the stance of the Bible on this is very clear. And as a gospel musician, one that is under Apostle Sam Crunchy Ankra, we expect, and M.O.G himself is a pastor. So his stance on this should be very clear. It is either you are for or against. And as it stands now, you want to swerve, therefore. And so clearly.
Okay, I get you. Because it has come up for discussion, let me also ask Chemo. Chemo, did you also watch the show? You watched it. And what do you make of M.O.G's middle position?
Yeah, for me, I think he was just taking a business decision, especially after the reason he doesn't want to offend anybody, either for or against people, because of his trade. So for me, I think it was purely a business decision, and
unwise business decision. Do you know why I would want to address it?
But it is Chemo's time.
I understand, but this is an unwise business decision.
Why?
M.O.G, clearly, you stand for the Christian community, and the Christian community frowns on that. The churches you go to perform and all of that. Are you telling me that it is LGBTQ plus community you go? No.
Some of them are there, if you don't know.
Fine, whether they are there or not. What is the Bible saying about LGBTQ plus? There. So you
are even officiating some of their marriages and all that. Yeah. So don't be deceived that every Christian belong to the same school of thought that you are thinking about. No, don't go there. For me, I think he took a business decision, and then I was fine with it until he came out to say that a blogger somewhere is writing something about him that he doesn't like. That's where I was like, no, M.O.G, now you are tripping. Yes, now you are tripping, because what you said was loud enough. You said that I won't comment on it, and it was okay for those who are for will think that you are against it, and those who are against it will think that you are for. That's what it is. So the Christians who are saying that because you are a Christian you have to stand with us, no, he didn't say that he's against it, or he didn't say that he's for. You can't choose for him because of the Bible, because there are some people who are also using the Bible like you are using, who are for. People who are using the Bible who are for, they have seen the quotation that you have seen, but still they are for it. And my point is that M.O.G, you may see him as a man of God, preacher of the gospel. He preached. No, he is doing business. That's why you fail to understand. The gospel song that he is singing is not for what you people think. It's business. He wants to make money.
No, I beg you.
M.O.G wants to make money. That is it. And making money,
Jay. Oh, what?
So it's as simple.
Why do you want everybody to think like you?
It's as simple as
but
that.
don't expect everybody to think like, just allow.
For me, all the gospel musicians that you know, they are not doing what you people think that they are doing. They are preaching the word of God. Oh, Monfire don't go to HRO and come on show any ska. They are all doing business, and this guy at this point took a business decision. So for those gospel people or Christians who wish that he will say it the way they want to say it, he has failed you guys because he is thinking business first. And that's how all the gospel musicians think. Someone will take a stand on it because of a business decision. He knows that, okay, where I stand, I'll get more Christians to even patronize me if I say it. The person may even be doing it, but he will still come and kick against it. Because the person is taking business decision. That one, I will do it private, but I will come and condemn it so that people will buy my product.
You see,
it's a business decision.
Jay.
It's a business decision that he did. So for me, where I think he went wrong was him crying after somebody giving a title that he thinks it is not good for him. For him, that's where I have issue with him. But what he did on that day, when he said that, I said, okay, the guy wants to do business. He has even forgotten that he's a Christian, if you want to put it that way. That's how Jay and his likes think that he did.
If you say J,
Okay.
it's like you are not going to be.
No, for church members, that's what I'm thinking. But not all church people will even say it because of where they stand. So, church in generality is business, and I think it's about time that you guys saw it as business, so that you will be free when somebody says something like this. You won't be like agitated or so serious about it. It's business.
It's within 10 grudge.
No, it's business. So the guy just took a business decision there. For me, that's what I saw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ro, come through. What do you also think about what M.O.G, a gospel musician, is going through now with this LGBTQ plus questions?
You know, in recent times, there's something that I even find myself doing. It wasn't intentional, but I just realized that, okay, this is something that I've been doing. And it is when somebody shares an opinion on social media, and probably I don't agree with the person, or I disagree with the person, and I would want to respond. If I realize, okay, one, if the thing is very sensitive, and I have a different opinion, or maybe me going to respond, there's no way the person from the other side would understand.
Okay.
I may disagree with the person to the core, but we'll just see and pass. And it is just like M.O.G saying that, okay, whether I am for or I am against, I am looking at it and passing.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. You see, yes, the Bible that he is preaching makes it clear, of which everybody understands. But at that particular time, it wasn't the Bible that was asked the question. It was him as a human being, as a person.
Personal,
of course,
preferences.
But he believes in the Bible.
He is the man. He is the man of God, not the God of man. He is a man of God. He is not a God of man.
He's a man of God.
He is a man of God. Before he started following God, he is a man.
Yeah.
He is a man. And definitely would have to do things men do. He would think like how men think.
So
Even
Bible first.
Jesus Christ, when he came, he thought like a human being. He did things like a human being. To the extent that even regrets that humans have, he also had regrets. At a point, yes. So if M.O.G today is saying, oh, he would want to be on the fence, let's not be quick and go and hold his neck and say, hey, the Bible that you are preaching, Jesus Christ, who even knew the outcome of he accepting to come and save humanity self, at a point said, oh, if this was possible, let it pass me by.
He was running.
Even him that knew the outcome of what he was coming to do. How much more M.O.G, who is a human being?
But M.O.G didn't use Bible principle.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's whether it was Bible principle or not. The person in the Bible who is very paramount. That maybe see you had your time. I didn't speak.
You give me some small.
My point is that the Bible, the paramount person in there is Jesus Christ. And I'm saying that even him, at a point in his human form, did or made certain stance that depict humanity. Okay, him that knew the outcome of every move. Okay, how much more M.O.G, who doesn't even know what will happen in the next minute?
Who wants to eat?
So what I'm saying is that we can wake up tomorrow and M.O.G will take a stand. M.O.G will take a stand, which is different from what he's saying today. So let's not be quick and say, okay, because you've not said, you say you want to sit on the fence, you are for, or try and even think and put him in a certain position. Let's wait for him to say it, because okay, what if he says that he is against it today and tomorrow he comes back to say he is for it? Then what are you going to do? This backlash will still come again. This backlash that you want, yes, exactly. You will find a different name for him. And you see, any stand that he takes will definitely come with a reaction. So me, this reaction here and there, I am actually not surprised.
Okay.
But then I I would want M.O.G to understand the reactions that are coming, because this is a very sensitive matter, of which every stand you take would bring a reaction.
Yeah.
So let's
whether left or right.
Exactly. Even this one that he's not even going left or right, that he even wants to sit in the middle of the car. The middle even has heat.
The middle is not middle.
Exactly. So I would want him to keep calm and stop tripping when some of these headlines are coming, because you have, whether he thinks he's taking a stand or not, he has taken a stand, which is to sit on the fence.
Okay.
That is, he has created his fence and he's sitting on it. Good for him. But then to the others who don't understand, that would want him to take a stand, I ask myself, what would you do for him if he takes the stand you like? What are you going to do for him? If the people who are for LGBTQ plus wants him to take, because now we think that, oh, it is only Christians who are going at him. It is not only them. The LGBTQ plus people also want more supporters.
Of course.
And of people who have good status like M.O.G. So me, I ask myself, if you want him to come and join you, whether for or against, state what you will give to him. State what you will give to him, because as it stands, the only thing you are preaching is, oh, you are a Christian, and the Christian the Bible makes it clear. The Bible makes it clear. See,
but that one there is true.
Yes, the Bible makes it clear. That's what I'm saying.
And if you are using Christian principle, then you should take a stand.
That is what
he's not using Christian principle.
That is what I want. That is what I want. Chemo, he's using Christian principles. He is
to stand on the fence.
Of course, he is. He is. That is why I use the Jesus Christ example. Remember, the Jesus Christ man kasa now no credit so. Maybe
I'll be tempted to say that you are talking as Roland.
You see, even Jesus Christ, who knew that even Jesus Christ, who knew the outcome of what he was going to do, at a point prayed that if it was possible, this thing should pass him by. How much more M.O.G? Oh no, or a true and true human being, which he can have regret in the next minute. He can change his mind in the next minute.
Okay.
You understand? This is Christianity and human.
So he can betray the Bible as and when he wants it.
Even Peter, who was the right hand man of Jesus. Jesus catched so nama before the cock will crow 3 times. Didn't he do it? But then here, now, if you ask any Christian where is Peter, will he tell you that Peter is in hell? They will never tell you Peter is in hell.
Well, for those who believe in heaven.
Exactly.
But for me, I can't
so me, what I'm saying is that he's using Christian principles because he can say, okay, he is against, he can betray the Bible just like Jesus, Peter betrayed Jesus today, but can change his mind tomorrow and say he is against and still go to heaven and still be qualified as a good Christian. So it is Christian principles. I'm feeling free.
Okay, Jay, one minute to finalize.
So,
M.O.G. Don't say some things you've said.
M.O.G. first of all is a Christian, and we know the stance, right? And so if you come back, if you come back and then you are telling us that, you want to defend your brand, and Roland Amate is here telling me that we have gay communities who are at the church. Do we have gay churches here in Ghana? Like churches predominantly occupied by gays?
Okay, that one.
These are speculations.
Not have one.
Yes, these are speculations.
And so clearly, only for Ghanaians.
So this is it. If you are not doing the music for Ghanaians, then you should be clear.
M.O.G. is not doing music only for Christians.
You should be clear.
As a stand,
so let us know.
Music to win the LGBTQ people.
What are you talking about,
yes,
my brother?
So
let us know where you belong. Once we know where you belong, we know how to treat you. The Bible does not encourage. Oh, my brother, the Bible does not encourage where you come and then you pretend to be a righteous person, to be a preacher, a propagator of the word, and then the next day you are saying different thing. No, it doesn't work like that. So as a light we see him to be, he should be able to shine everywhere, so that we know that, yeah, of course, this man is about the kingdom, about the word of God. And so some of these things, it is very clear, just a yes, with Bible facts backing, and then we are good to go. But if you want to behave like a typical Roland Amate and then behaving this way, then
well, Minister of God or Man of God, M.O.G. I wish that next time when he is going for such interviews, he will be sharper than sharp. Just that journalists and interviewers can be tricky sometimes.
Of course.
If you are sitting with them and you don't open up your mind. In fact, you get out of the studio, that's when you feel like, hey, welcome to the you understand? Recently that I started doing this media tour for Shutter Movement. You know, when I sit somewhere and someone asks me a question, I take some time to process the question, like, okay, what answer will adequately fit into this question? Because even the answers the correct also, but when you have answer back could be, it will bring you a problem. You see that I've been able to do all these interviews quietly and I'm here. If I had said something wrong in any of these interviews, it could have even ended my working relationship with Shatawali. Because
see the headline.
Exactly. I'm on for issues and so imagine if I had said something like, yenya weapon back. But unfortunately, the people did not get any weapon from me. So I think that if we are going for interviews, we should not be moved by the fact that we're going to sit on this TV, on this radio, on this personalities platform. No, that is just something small in your career. The bigger one comes after, even when you are done performing. So yes, it is a sad one, as a matter of fact, and I think that M.O.G, the backlash that he is receiving, he should rather learn from it. Well, whether he deserves or not, what I mean that he should learn from it, so that next time when he knows what he wants to say, he can go ahead to say. Like you have been hitting that point. He could have just hidden behind the Bible and poof.
And go.
Okay, it is not me about M.O.G, because I'm a Bible believing person. What a Bible says, that is what I also believe.
it's as simple as that.
Then someone can even be like, okay, because you don't want to be yes or no. What is the Bible saying? And you can even say, I'm now going to learn. I'm now going to, because I know the Bible will surely mention it. Every sin in Ghana, the Bible has mentioned. I'm going to listen to what the Bible is saying. Then the person even challenges by providing what the Bible says, and you think it sits in. Okay, it's a Bible. It's Bible. Okay, it's a Bible. Say yeah. He wasn't smart there, unfortunately, but it happens. When you go for interviews, you are not careful. The studio light and I'm about to my that's how most of these interviews are. Okay, the hype, senior Sammy flex, because we've told you a senior.
A quick one too. Most of these interviews, most of these interviews lately, I mean, you are told, or at least you are given a preamble of what the discussion is going to be about, and so once you look at it and then you think it is something you don't want to do.
Well, Wendy Shay has also been in the news over a similar issue. When she was also asked about getting features from male musicians, and Wendy responded that some male musicians even want to sokoi before they will feature you. And other things that she said on that interview with TV3, I would want us to watch some excerpts. When I come back, I pick the views of my people before we move on to the next business of the day.
Is inspire inclusion, and I'm asking you that when you hear that, what does it speak? What does it say to you? So the theme for the 2024 edition of International Women's Day is inspire inclusion, and I'm asking you that when you hear that, what does it speak? What does it say to you?
Okay, so when I hear the word inspire itself, it means how can we women inspire, or women who have influence inspire other people or other women to see their full potential or who they are supposed to be in the society. And so being a woman who has influence, I think it is a duty, or my duty, to actually set an example, you know, for other young women to follow, and work on myself, for my value, to show so that they can learn from me. You know, I'm a person of hard work, and I believe in building ourselves, building our craft, honing our talent, so that our values can shine. Because when your values shines, you are a solutionist. That means you are selling your gifts, or your fruits are showing, and everybody likes to take from your fruits when you bear fruits. And they have no option but to come to you and then, you know, get what they need from you. So I always tell or encourage women to build themselves, build your character, because that is what will attract people to you.
But you also need the help from people. For you, do you think that women in the music industry are getting the needed support? Because there are always comments that, you know, we're not getting as much from the women as compared to the men in the music industry.
Okay, so I think there is a partial truth to it. Women, we definitely do need financial support. We have a lot of needs. You know, I was listening to the other lady that spoke right now. You know, talking about talking about the things women need. Like, you know, we definitely need more things than the men do. But this is a male-dominated industry where women are mostly overlooked. And, you know, there is this rejection on the part of women, or this stereotypes that, you know, makes women feel rejected. And so it's not, and the funny thing is, it's not even just we not having investors in the industry, but also even sometimes when we actually get rejection from our male counterparts. And sometimes when we even want to have like a featuring, you see them do it for, you know, maybe normal upcoming artists, normal male upcoming artists, but, you know, let's say an established female artist would like to have a feature from another male artist, and they want to be sexual. So these are some of the things that women face or have to go through in the industry.
I see. That's quite a tough one, that you're not even getting the support from your male counterparts.
Well, so that was Sister Wendy Shay there. She has released a new song with Raskugu called Holy One, eh? Yes, and it looks like the song is jamming, and you can also go stream it as well. And I want to believe that talking about male features and the fact that she thinks some male artists even demand for sex before they would avail themselves is a matter to be discussed. And I want J. Smart, who was looking for a position for M.O.G, to take a position on this. Jay,
yes,
what do you say to this? If really what our sister said in that interview is anything to go by, that some male musicians like Wendy Shay, the way she's hipped. Have you seen her in recent times?
Yeah,
the way
we worked on one of her video visualizer for a project she's yet to release, and so yeah, I've seen her in recent time.
And you can see that her buttocks will be very soft. Did you see that?
Actually, I didn't see that.
To be soft. Me, when I see her, I can feel like when the Shay is in the tube. Yeah. So imagine, like, I'm a male artist. She comes, I would want to touch more to see how it feels like. And she says, no, that should not be the way it should go. What do you say about that?
It is rather unfortunate, though, hearing this. But you see, the truth is that it is in all circles, not just the music space. And I'll end my discussion or my submission to this by giving an example. That's my
artist.
No artist. My fiancée shared with me, even at her office.
Your fiancée shared something like that with you?
With me.
Which industry?
Corporate industry. She works with. I don't want to mention the name of the company, which I wouldn't. But you see, this is happening everywhere, every space, right? But the truth is that some of these individuals, like I said, my fiancée did mention something like this to me. She doesn't have camera. She doesn't go for interviews and all of that. And so hardly will you hear some of these things. but usually the musicians have the cameras, goes for the interviews and all of that, and so they get the chance to speak about some of these again because they are influencers also. But the truth of the matter is that this will not end today and it wouldn't end tomorrow.
Okay.
It is coming to stay with us, and it also part of the hazard of the business.
Okay.
Then again, if you would want to pick in percentage wise, let's say 100%, I would want to say that about at least a certain percentage of them are people that a way or the other, based on assumption, I'm assuming here, her Wendy Shay has also liked or a way or the other fell for, which is normal. It is very, very normal. You see,
she also fell for
them.
She fell for who?
I don't want to mention him, but what I'm trying to, so the analogy I'm trying to build here.
Yeah,
don't be M.O.G.
So the analogy I want to build here is that yes, Wendy has come out to say that in their space as females, usually they get men who want like
who propose
or advances towards them, like want something to do with them. And what I'm saying here is that among these men, if it is 5 of them, a way or the other, about 2 of them, Wendy tends to
like them.
So this is the case I want to build. Someone or people, like for instance, maybe Sammy Flex will not miss business with pleasure. Roland Amate might miss business with pleasure. But the truth is that when Roland sees Wendy and they'll be like, oh Wendy, Charlie, I am interested in you. I know you came for us to do A, but when he came, I think Charlie, there is some form of interest. And Roland professed his interest to Wendy. Definitely Wendy would have to assess and then
take a decision
as to whether to agree or not. The decision will lie on Wendy Shay.
Okay.
That is why I'm saying that in some instances, I want to believe that there has been cases like that a way or the other, she also agreed to or fell into, which is very normal. Oh yeah, let's be very frank and fair. Let us be very, very frank and fair to it. It is very, very, very normal. This, as a typical woman, you will get everywhere, especially in your line of career.
So your fiancé said what? Now come back to
this is what she said. So she moves to the office. She is in her office as usual, and then one big boss or one of her bosses will approach. He'll be like, oh, can you come over this weekend? So we have some time. You are a good person and all of that, and I want to take you out and all of that. And it doesn't come from just one area. Almost every department, she's facing that. But the truth is that the onus lies on her to whether give in or not. Do you understand? And so this is happening in all spheres, like all the circle, all the industries. It is there, not just the music industry, but the ultimate decision lies on the individual to either accept or reject. And so for me, I don't think this thing is new. Like it is something that is in the space, and like I said in my earlier submission, that it is not going to end now. It will stay with us. But how these ladies will handle it is what matters. For instance, when she where she is now, she can choose to ignore some of these. For instance, when they want to feature a big artist or an artist, and the artist is demanding for maybe sex whatsoever before the work, Wendy can choose to do it or not. Where it becomes a problem is the budding artists, the up and coming ones, because they might feel that this is what they need.
They are weaker in the system.
Weaker in the system. So I think it's a good call. But the truth is that this is happening everywhere in every part of the industry. And so as we talk about it, we can only advise the female to also be strong and make sure they don't fall for anything that comes their way.
Okay.
They don't end up sleeping with everyone because the person demanded for it. At the end of the day, among the people that demands, you also turn out to, a way or the other, find some attractive or get to move along with some of them.
Okay.
That is a core decision that depends on you, the individual.
Okay, so you want to conclude that as much as it is happening, it is not a big deal, it is a decision.
It is not a big deal for me.
Well, Chabo, what do you also say about this?
Interesting. It was a Women's Day, so she wanted to say something, I don't know, maybe to encourage women that they shouldn't give up, or the work is not that easy. So you should be ready for some of these things. And what she said, I think, yeah, we all know that it's in all, like every part of our lives, we will meet something like that. Some will genuinely may want to have an affair with you, or have some form of relationship with you.
Okay.
And that one, that's how the world is. I mean, even if not business as she's saying it, I think there will be a time that she will even board a plane and somebody in the plane will say that I like you. So should she come out and say that even when you are boarding a plane, somebody wants to sleep with me? I mean, that's how life is. So you should just be ready for it and find a solution to them, as in how you navigate it. Just that the challenge that the female musicians will face is different from what the male musicians will face. I mean, the equivalent of it will be a male musician that someone will also quote a ridiculous figure just to feature you. Yes, that's also a challenge for men.
Yeah.
So for the women, people may want to have something to do with you and do it.
Okay.
So you are paying with what they think is more valuable. And the same way, the male will also pay with huge sums of money, like the equivalent, something that the person will say, okay, if you can't pay this, then I'm not doing it. So you see, there are some male musicians who are complaining that the established artists or the A-list artists don't want to work with them, and they will be quoting them huge figure that they can't pay.
Yeah.
The equivalent of it is that as a female, they may want to have their way with you and do it. It's all that it's part of the challenge. So the way that the male musicians, most of them will deal with it is that I can't pay that money, so I won't do it.
Okay.
So they don't even do the feature. So as a female musician, you don't have any option than to say, I don't want to sleep with you, so I won't do it, or I'm not interested
ready for it.
Yes. So just complaining will not change much. Well, I think people like Wendy, Shay and her likes, and even Belamunde should be telling people that just say no, don't complain that much. And there should be an obstacle that you have to push it out or something for you to be successful. You can't just get it so easily like that. Because your male counterpart, they don't get it like that. Why do you want to get
work
it
extremely hard?
So why do you think that if you are a female musician, you should go to any musician at all and say that I want a feature and they will give it to you? No. Some will demand money. Some will even demand having an affair with you. You have to decide
which one you want to
do. Yes. You have to decide. It's part of life. In our daily lives, we meet obstacles and then we find solution to them and move on. You can also go to somebody who will not charge you anything and do it for you. For the male musician, the same thing. The female musician, you can also get to somebody and the person will say, I'll do it for you for free. They won't take anything. They won't take your body or any money from you. Such is life. So for me, I think, yes, sometimes you can come out and say it like the way Wendy is complaining or saying it, because she wants to say that it's not an easy way to come in. Yes, you have to be tough to come in there. Yeah, I agree with her for sharing some of these things, but she should end by saying that, so you decide whether this will help you or not. Because for the male musicians, some pay the money and nothing happens. And some will say, I can't pay. So the same way as a female musician, if they want you to pay in kind, know that nothing you may not get.
Nothing is free under the sun.
Yes, you may not get anything from it, even after offering the kindness, or you may get something from it. So you just have to decide at the point that which one will help me. As for the complaint there, yes, you can complain, but I bet you it won't change much. We can condemn those who do that and all that, but they won't stop. That's what they want, because of the position that they are in. If they were not in that position, you will not even go to them in the first place. So it will happen. But my best thing, my advice here will be that let us decide what is better for ourselves at any point in time when we face a challenge. And for me, I think it's a part of facing a challenge in your career. As you go along with whatever that you are doing, it will happen in one form or the other. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Team Dodo Solomon Chemo. Yes, Ro, wrap up on this topic. Let's move on to the next one.
When I hear conversations like this, one thing that rings in my mind is the fact that if you don't have value or leverage, there's no free lunch for you. Forget it. If you have value or leverage, that free lunch is out of the value and or the leverage that you have. Else, forget. You either pay in cash or in kind. And these are the two things. There are some people who are, you see, sometimes the women complain, yes, we understand. But they also forget the equivalent Chemo mentioned about their male counterparts. They think, okay, the guys are featuring themselves, they are giving themselves the opportunity, what. But they are not giving it to them because most of them would want to have their way with them. But they forget that there are also females in the industry. And how they complain about the male is the same thing that is happening with the females as well. How often do we also see them hand in hand like that?
Yeah. Even among themselves
as females. How often do we also see them hand in hand like that? They should understand the competition in the system.
Okay.
And the fact that everybody would want you to pay, would want you to either bring value or pay.
Okay.
So if they see that, okay, somebody can just wake up and say, I want to put you on, I want to help you, it is because probably they've seen some value in you. Or maybe they've seen some potential in you, and it is all part of the leverage that you have. Because among you, there are others that he would have also chosen to say, let me do this for Asume instead of for Bente.
Fact.
But because he's seen some potential in you, some leverage in you, okay, let me just push this one. And it is also part. Else, you would have to pay one way or the other. Charlie, some guys are paying their bank account out. Somebody would just pay his life savings to a feature. Yes. And that is the most valuable thing to the person as at that time. Your womanhood is the most valuable thing to you as at that time. And it is the same thing. Maybe you would think that, oh, it is my body. Yes, the person, it is his pocket. You know how he got that. You have no idea. The thing, since this is not something that is only peculiar to our space, we can only advise ourselves that